All right, hello, I'm Commander Chris Kosorek. I'm the Sailing Master at Kings Point, here with our match racing team that'll be competing this weekend in the first Intercollegiate Sailing Association Match Race Championship to be held at Kings Point, the United States Merchant Marine Academy. Here with Blaine Pedlow, our dinghy coach, and we're going to introduce our team and talk a little bit about where they're from, what they do, and how they think they're going to do this weekend.
Yeah, I know this team's pretty excited about preparing for the Match Race Nationals, sponsored by the USMMA Sailing Foundation, Shumway Marine, Oak Cliff Sailing Center, and the Chicago Match Race Center. Pretty great group of sponsors and a pretty great regatta. So first of all, guys, because you guys all come from a pretty wide background, like what have you brought from your past experience to this team, and how's that helped you on this boat?
Chris Herring from Pocosin, Virginia. Started sailing in about 7th grade. I picked it up in middle school on the high school sailing team. And we started doing a lot of team racing in the spring, which was new then. But I think that's really helped me bring a lot to the table as far as match racing, since they're pretty similar. And I did a lot of summer sailing and 420s, FJs, and lasers, and just kind of tried to be as competitive as I possibly could. And then moved. That's my fun. And then moved on to collegiate sailing here at Kings Point. Did a lot of fleet racing and team racing, and then not much keelboat experience up until this past season, which has been a pretty big challenge for me.
All right, Misty, how about your background? What have you been doing so far?
All right, I'm Misty Ayers from Seattle, Washington, and I did a little bit of high school sailing in high school, but it was mostly tall ships, and most of my experience comes from when I came to Kings Point. And I started out on the sonar, so got a little bit of practice with those, and then I moved on to working on a schooner for a little while, and now I'm back with the sonar keelboat fleet. And that's about it.
Yeah. Joe, how about you?
I'm Joe Hoffman, class of 2011. I never sailed before coming to Kings Point. Once I came here, I joined the offshore team, and I had all my learning experience on a R40 doing bow. After doing 2 seasons of that, I decided to move down to the keelboat team, and that's where I've been spending the majority of my time. I've done a couple of years match racing now with our coaches, and I think match racing is a great opportunity to get into college sailing, and it's great to see it here.
Cool. Evan?
Evan Seifert from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. I've been sailing my whole life, started in Opties, did the summer sailing scene, worked my way up to lasers, 420s, threw in some keelboats, sonars, Colgates, but yeah, mostly been fleet racing, then picked up team racing in high school, and then match racing this past summer.
Cool. So this is a new regatta for college sailing. How do you guys feel about match racing, or especially as compared to fleet racing?
It's a lot more intense and a lot of fun. And it's a lot more just, everyone's moving. You have to think every moment. You can't slack it off.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely more interesting than sitting like, oh, like lost a couple boats there, whatever, just, you know, working with the points. It's like one-on-one, everything's relative to the other boat. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely helped out with fleet racing a lot. It's a new aspect that helps you really focus on controlling your boat and controlling another opponent, which can help you out, especially when you end up in the top part of the fleet, and really when you're actually racing for the #1 spot.
How do you guys divide the jobs on your boat?
Well, I'm the driver, so stick primarily to manning the helm and play the backstay a little bit. Then we have next up in front of me, Misty.
And I trim the spinnaker, and upwind I do the main or traveler, depending on how heavy the breeze is.
I'm kind of the tactician, floater, pit, whatever Joe wants me to do, and help everyone else out every once in a while.
I run the bow, doing the jib trim and jiving for the spinnaker, and assist Evan where he needs it.
Cool. He probably needs a lot of assistance.
I struggle a lot on the boat.
So for you guys coming together with 4 diverse backgrounds, what's been the biggest obstacle for you guys coming together as a team and this new discipline and a new boat for some of you?
I think it was just that, all of us getting thrown in, never sailing together, new boat, like all trying to figure it all out. So it all kind of meshed pretty well, just like day after day.
Cool. What have you guys learned about your sailing?
Each of us has our own special thing that we bring to the boat. We have 2 guys from the dinghy team that stepped on, 2 people from the offshore team. We each bring our own individual traits and characteristics to the boat that really help to accelerate the boat. And that's what really helped our team come together, is we all had our own individual aspects that we could share.
The sailing program at Kings Point is pretty diverse, and you guys have come from different parts of that. What's the, up to this, what's been your most exciting Kings Point sailing moment?
Up until now, going to Bermuda on a midshipman boat with 8 midshipmen on board and 2 coaches. It was truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
That one was probably bringing genuine respect from Bermuda. that was pretty.
How fast did you go?
We hit 21.5 knots.
Nice.
Pretty wild.
I definitely have to say it's the new match racing thing. A couple weekends ago, we got to sail Swedish Match 40s, which my first time sailing a boat with a wheel on it, and that was just awesome for me.
I just like all of it. Like, the schooner trips are awesome. The match racing is a lot of fun and really intense. Melja sailing with Ralphie was great. And all the big